He like Daddy Yankee. He like Daddy Yankee.
Better sing that.
Cardi B.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? It's your girl here, Nia Leah. Welcome to the channel. Well, MJ's Nia, excuse me. Welcome to the channel. But yes, we have to get in on this Bad Bunny performance. A lot of I enjoyed it. I liked it. We're gonna talk about it, but there were some people who did not enjoy it. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it, y'all. So first thing first is we gotta discuss what's the message behind his performance. So I'm gonna play this clip for you guys. So this clip is I'm gonna tell you the name of it because I'm not gonna be, typing it in. But give credit, I'm gonna give credit to this Instagram blogger, Kylie Green. Go check him out. But yeah, I want to play this video for you guys.
Bad Bunny just called out the colonization of Hawaii in his new song Lo que le pasó a Hawaii, and here are the translated lyrics. Now, indigenous Hawaiians face some of the worst systemic inequalities in all of the United States, and the statistics are tragic. They have some of the highest mortality rates and some of the lowest life expectancies in the country. They face extreme barriers to accessing quality healthcare. They're overrepresented in homelessness, poverty, and incarceration, and underrepresented in the government. So how did we get here? What happened to Hawaii? Well, these disparities are all tied to colonization, historical trauma, and the disregard of the sovereignty of indigenous Hawaiians. Now, unsurprisingly, this story mostly begins with the arrival of Christian missionaries. Their goal was to save Native Hawaiians by introducing them to Christianity. However, their influence quickly extended beyond religion. By targeting Hawaiian chiefs, the missionaries gained significant sway over governance of the islands. The missionaries arrived and labeled Native Hawaiian practices as pagan. They encouraged banning traditional beliefs and destroying sacred artifacts and places. And of course, these colonizers brought Western diseases with them, which some scholars estimate declined the Native Hawaiian population by over 80% in just a few decades. Now, as funding from the religious organizations that sent the missionaries dwindled, their children, or the second generation of arrivals, leveraged their power to support land privatization and annexation efforts. They overgrew sugar and pineapple, crops that drained water resources and changed the landscape. By the late 19th century, the descendants of these missionaries, now wealthy business and landowners, violently coerced the Hawaiian king to sign legislation that practically made them the rulers of the islands. Now, that Hawaiian king's successor, Queen Liliuokalani, proposed a constitution that would return the political power of Native Hawaiians and reinstate the authority of the monarchy. And in response to that, a group of business leaders and politicians, with support from the U.S. Minister to Hawaii, John L. Stevens, and a contingent of U.S. Marines, they staged a coup to overthrow the Native Hawaiian monarchy in 1893. The queen was captured and reluctantly surrendered to avoid bloodshed, trusting that the United States government would eventually restore justice. But that hope was never realized. Now, despite Native Hawaiian resistance, including a petition that contained hundreds of pages of signatures and protest, eventually Hawaii came under the full control of the United States by becoming the 50th state in 1959. The annexation of Hawaii ultimately consolidated U.S. geopolitical and economic dominance in the Pacific, while marginalizing and dispossessing the Native Hawaiian population, whose cultural, political, and territorial rights were systematically erased. Although, of course, resistance continues. But did you know these details about the colonization of Hawaii? Follow for more. So Bad Bunny...
So this actually, it's not, about, I forgot. I'm sorry. I misspoke in earlier. But I wanted to play this because Bad Bunny had won a Grammy and he also has said Ice Out. And I want to mention that before I go further in to his Super Bowl halftime performance, because that too had a message as well. But I wanted you guys to see that he sings and he raps. He talks about what goes on in the culture, and I wanted to share this with you guys because this person did a better way of understanding, the American history on Hawaii. So I want to bring that out before I go any further. So there was a hidden message in his performance. So I want to read it because I don't want to misinterpret it, but I'm just gonna kind of tell you how I see it. I see it that he's letting you see when it first starts off, they're like working in the field. So they're helping, the farmers probably in the field. Because a lot of I want to say that a lot of Mexicans, I might be wrong, works in the field. So I did saw that, and that came out to me. Another thing too was he had different. He didn't just had one type of Latino person. He had Afro Latina as well performing in the inside of the performance as well, and I had liked that. And I also saw that we're gonna get into the different celebrities. There was a reason why he put different celebrities. um Hopefully I'll get into that later. I don't want to jump to that, but I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know someone else is gonna explain that better than me about the different celebrities that was in there, what was the whole purpose of that. They play a part in it as well. But I'm going to briefly read over this. But he's basically talking about they too are a part of America, the Latin America. He wants everyone to know that don't treat them like animals. They are a part of America as well. So that's I don't want to butcher it, but Bad Bunny's 2026 Super Bowl halftime performance deliver a powerful message of Latin American unity and inclusion, redefine America to encompass the entire continent. His set features flags from across the Americas. Together, we are America football message and the defiant phrase, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'll let you guys see. We're still here. We're still here. Celebrating the cultural significance of the Latino diaspora in the U.S. Now, this video here is down here is by Maddie Balls. Go check him out. But briefly talks about redefining America. Bad Bunny explicitly stated, God bless America, before naming numerous Latin American countries, highlighting that America is not just the U.S., but a border, inclusive continent. Unity and inclusion. Dancers carry flags representing nations across the Americas, while the screen display the only thing more powerful than hate is love. Culture, pride, and resistance, ending his set by saying, we're still here, a phrase of resilience and affirmation of belonging. The message behind the performance was widely interpreted as a response to anti-Latino sentiment, asserting that Latinos are integral part of American culture and not foreigners. Symbolic references, the performance included nods to Puerto Rican culture, such as I don't know how to pronounce these words, Concoy frog, and the reference to the diaspora's impact. Excuse me. The performance was, according to Vogue, intended as a message of unity and rejection of exclusionary rhetoric. However, the performance also faced backlash from some critics. So we're going to get into that. So I just want you guys to know, he wants you guys to understand that they are here. They too are a part of America. So shout out to this person, True Crimes with Bella. Trump was mad. He was so mad. I thought he was looking at the Turning Point USA. Didn't they had their own thing over there with Kid Rock and the whole shebang? Like, why wasn't he over there watching? So this is True Crime with Bella on Instagram. I'm going to play this for you guys.
Oh my God, y'all. Trump is so mad about Bad Bunny's performance. He said the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible. One of the worst ever. It makes no sense. It's an affront to the greatness of America and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, and excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying, and the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout. Oh, says the pedophile. That are watching throughout the USA and all over the world. This show is just a slap in the face to our country, which is just setting a new standard, blah, 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 blah. He is so mad, you guys. He is so mad. He says there's nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show, and watch, it will get great reviews from the fake news media because they haven't got a clue of what is going on in the real world. And by the way, the NFL should immediately replace its ridiculous new kickoff rule. Make America great again, President Joe Trump. He's mad. He's so mad. He's so mad. Oh my God.
So yeah, I like this gif or gif or whatever y'all call it, where he's a shush a crybaby. Stay mad. People are dancing. People, look, let me tell y'all something. Music moves you even if you don't understand the words. It will move you. And we have translators out here, okay? So, look, I get I by me looking at it, I felt it. I felt what he was trying to bring. He had a hidden message in his Super Bowl, just like Kendrick Lamar did last year. I did his take. If you want to see that, I have the link down below. I did Kendrick Lamar one as well. Even though YouTube kind of blocked that and restrict that as well. Hopefully they don't block this one. It goes through the algorithm. But yeah, he's a crybaby, y'all. Thousands of Americans blockade ICE from entering the Super Bowl stadium. So this is Johnny Paul Matias and Midas Touch. This is from Instagram as well. Shout out to all the Instagram people I'm going to be shouting out and giving credit to. So yes, y'all, there was a real wedding. Sports reporter says couple really tied the knot at the Super Bowl. So yes, this was a real wedding. This is incredibly cool. A source familiar with Bad Bunny's performance tonight tells me that the couple in the halftime show got married for real. They invited Bad Bunny to their wedding, and in turn, he invited them to get married during his performance. So yes, we saw that kiss, and this is from the Shade Room post. Shout out to them. But yes, when I saw that, I was like, "Is that a wedding?" Like that was really a real wedding. So here we go. Jake Paul is telling people to turn off the Super Bowl during Bad Bunny's halftime performance. This is purposely turning off the halftime show. Let's rally together and show big corporations they can't just do whatever they want without consequences, which equivals viewership for them. You are their benefit. Realize you have power. Turn off this halftime. A fake American citizen performer who publicly hates America. I cannot support that. So this is from Pop Faction. He has said this at the beginning, but he's gonna come back later on to talk about it because of his brother Logan Paul. So here comes Baller Alert. So Jake Paul walks back Bad Bunny fake American claim after brother Logan disagrees. So here, remember I said he kind of walks back. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump the gun. So Logan Paul said, I love my brother, but I don't agree with this. Puerto Ricans are Americans, and I'm happy they were given the opportunity to showcase the talent that comes from the island. So Jake Paul said, the problem with my tweet is word fake being misinterpreted. He's not a fake citizen, obviously, because he's Puerto Rican, and I love Puerto Rico and all Americans who support the country. Bunny is fake because of his values and criticism of our great country. So this is what he meant. So I'll get to the part where he meant. He said, to clarify, I wasn't calling anyone fake citizen because they're from Puerto Rico. I live in Puerto Rico and I love Puerto Rico. I have used my platform to support Puerto Rico time and time again and will always do so. But if you're publicly criticizing ICE, who are doing their job and openly hating on America, I'm going to speak on it. Period. That's the same reason I call out Hunter Hess. If you benefit from a country and the platform it gives you, but publicly disrespect it at the same time, that's what I mean by being a fake citizen. And I agree, love is more powerful than hate. Love America. Jake Paul is mad at Bad Bunny for saying this. So this is what he's really mad at. Before I say thanks to God, this is for, remember I said he had got a Grammy. That's what I want to bring out. Before I say thanks to God, I'm going to say ICE out. We're not savages. We're not animals. We're not aliens. We are humans. And we are Americans. Bad Bunny at the Grammys. Okay. Yeah, and that's why you lost your that's why you lost, right? Yeah, you lost. So I just want to bring that out. He's one of the first that I saw that was throwing I'm gonna say something. He's one of the first that was criticizing Bad Bunny. I think this was planned. I think they did this for publicity, just so people can come and talk about them. It worked because the blogs have posted them. The Paul brother, Jake Paul and Logan Paul. I think they did this on purpose so people can pay attention to them. That's all. I think they're attention seeking. I might be reaching, but I think they're attention seeking right now because Why would you post this first and then I glad Baller Alert posts this too? Logan Paul. He comes behind him. Okay, and then here comes Jake Paul. He comes back. So I don't know. Something tells me they planned that. Maybe I'm reaching. I don't know. Shout out to Baller Alert for posting this. Nobody. Chris Brown. Chris Brown with the message following Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime performance. So he says, I think it's safe to say they need me. Oh, okay. Okay, Chris Brown. All right. Someone said this was very tacky. I'm so sorry, and I love Chris Brown. Yeah, I enjoy Chris Brown music, but come on, Chris Brown. It's a time and a place for everything. Now is not the time. Somebody said Chris Brown is his own worst enemy most times. His comment comes from a bitter and hater. This moment was needed, and the message was loud and clear. Mainstream media is still hasn't forgiven him for this, Riri beatdown, and won't anytime soon. I have a better chance at performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. Somebody said this is so disrespectful. Like, really? So Chris Brown has a messy past. I already talked about it. It's not just Riri. He has anger issues. He has been in an argument with Usher and Tiana Taylor. It got really messy, really nasty. But he has, I will say, he has make amends with Usher and Tiana Taylor. He's now friends. He's back friends with them now. He did made up with them, so that's good. But he also had a past of putting hands on people because he just went to court for that. Not just recently got locked up for it. Just recently, that was in UK. So he has a messy past. It's not just Riri. Riri, dad has forgiven him, but there has been other things that he has done over the years. He does have an anger issue, and the media, like they say, is not going to forgive him for that. So I just want to bring that out about Chris Brown. Also, Coco Jones did a wonderful job. I saw a lot of people was talking about it. She did a beautiful, beautiful job singing that song. She had looked gorgeous. I like her outfit she has on. It looks so cute and it's so fitting. I like the shoes and everything. It was just beautiful. So this is Raya the Last Dragon. I'm gonna let you let her talk about it. But I have to be careful with app show because YouTube is really funny. This is the NFL.
Coco Jones channeling Whitney Houston during her Super Bowl pregame show performance was epic. She looked absolutely beautiful. I love how her outfit paid homage to Whitney with the jacket and the headband. And Coco Jones, obviously, I knew she was going to do amazing. She is so underrated, in my opinion. If you don't know the reference, 35 years ago, Whitney Houston sung the Star Spangled Banner at the Super Bowl, and many argue that her rendition of the national anthem is the best one yet. The best one ever, really, and in my personal opinion, nobody comes close. But I do think, like Whitney Houston, Coco Jones is a powerful singer and deserves more opportunities like this. When I say I love singers, this is what I mean, because she sang the hell out of that song. And then the other performers did very amazing as well. Overall, I do think that these pregame shows were a great appetizer for the halftime show that is Benito Bad Bunny. Are y'all ready? Okay, but Coco Jones channeling.
Honey, shout out to New Media. Well, I had to look at this and it was like, what's going on here? And I was like, oh, this is Offset. And he put embarrassing with the red heels. So this is a shot at, Stefon Diggs and what's his and Cardi B. Yeah, because Stefon lost. He was on the other team. He was on the losing team. So yeah. I was like, child, I just want to give y'all a little bit of that tea there.
Inspired message for Stefan before the game. One inspired message for him.
Good luck. Last time we heard the words
good luck,
things went from sugar to real quick. This time was no different. After Cardi spoke those words, Stefon lost his first Super Bowl and his girl all in one night. How does one go from to a simple good luck that quick? Those two words spoken with no smile, no emotion, just that simple good luck. And the internet immediately knew something was wrong, because when a relationship is solid, good luck doesn't sound like support, it sounds like a goodbye. On February 8th, the Seattle Seahawks dominated the New England Patriots, winning 29-13. But before the Patriots lost, Cardi made her cameo with Bad Bunny, Karol G, Jessica Alba. But by the time the game was underway, reports started circulating that Cardi B allegedly left the Super Bowl early, and that detail alone raised eyebrows, considering just how much she reportedly invested in that weekend. But before we get into how much Cardi invested, let's talk about some of the reasons she may have left the game early. The first reason is the one dominating social media right now, and I need to be very clear that these are allegations circulating online, not confirmed facts. Years ago, while Cardi was still married to Offset, well, hell, what I'm talking about, they still married, right? It was being widely alleged online that Offset had a long-term affair with a woman named Pri. Not a one-night situation, but a full-blown, ongoing relationship. Some online voices go even further, claiming that Pri became pregnant during the alleged affair and that she later had an abortion. Pri's friend took to social media back in 2024 and said to post my address was a low blow, but I got a lower blow for you because this is all over Cardi's husband. This is all because a married man getting Pri pregnant and making her get an abortion for chump change, and her telling everybody, and them assuming it was me telling everyone, but really it was the whore who got the abortion who was telling everyone. But again, this has never been confirmed by credible reporting.
A girl had beef with me, she gonna have beef with me forever.
But it is part of the narrative being reported online now. Now here's where the story collides with Stefon Diggs. Now, according to social media chatter, Pri and Stefon have allegedly been very close friends for years, long before Cardi even entered the picture. This video that Tasha K had of Pri allegedly bouncing that thing up on Stefon Diggs, it seems like they were a little bit closer than friends to me. Fast forward to Super Bowl Sunday, photos and videos began circulating showing Stefon Diggs at a family and friends gathering. Pri was said to be there with the family and friends as well.
I'm at the Super Bowl. Where are you?
Then he goes by and shakes hands with his friends and his family, but look who was there sitting next to his mama, Miss Pri. She shakes his hand, he shakes hers really quick, and then he moves on and he kisses his mother. Pri also took this picture in the bathroom with the New England Patriots lanyard showing the New England Patriots credentials. It says Team Hotel. So she is letting it be known that I'm in here with this man in the hotel. But not only did Pri get a ticket and had a room, his other baby mama, Kiana Barber, she had a room and got a ticket to the Super Bowl as well. She had his first son. Sis also made sure to post up to let it be known that she was there. She had her seating, she had her son, the jersey with the number 8. Sis was lit. And it's being stated that not only was Pri and Kiana in the same hotel, but they're saying that Cardi was in that same hotel as well. So it was just a complete mess. According to the website, The Mirror US, there is a lip reader by the name of Nicola Hickling who looked back at a video on X, formerly known as Twitter, of Cardi arriving to Michael Rubin's Fanatic Super Bowl party on February 7th. She said that Cardi appeared emotionally overwhelmed and visibly tense as she walked out of the car to the event and chatted with the people around her. The lip reader claimed that Cardi allegedly told the woman with the burnt orange hair, "I've got a lot to do." The lip reader also said that Cardi's body language suggested strain as she looked unsteady in her heels, which we saw that later on that day. The lip reader went on to say that the man to Cardi B's left seemingly asked, "Do you want me to hold your hand?" To which Cardi allegedly replied, "Just leave." The lip reader continued saying that Cardi said, "I don't like this, I am struggling," while holding hands with the woman with the burnt orange hair. Cardi then brushed her hair and supposedly added to her friend, "How am I gonna get over it?" The lip reader claimed that the video points to genuine emotional difficulty rather than pre-event nerves. Cardi had performed at Michael's Fanatic Super Bowl party. And this is the very same event where we got the...
Good luck.
So it seems as though some tension actually started the day before the Super Bowl to make her just say, you know what, I'm gonna go and do this Bad Bunny thing, and after that, I'm out. Now, shortly after the Super Bowl, the two unfollowed each other. We do not have a confirmed reason why, but it seems like all of the mess that was happening at the Super Bowl would have made Cardi say, you know what, to hell with this. I done had one Offset. Y'all gonna make me go from Offset to set it off. Now, it's not as though Cardi is oblivious to Stefon having women in his life. He added 4 new baby mamas, her included, all last year. 4 new kids. He has a total of 6 kids throughout 5 different states, scattered amongst 1,000 miles.
They got 3, 4, 5 baby mamas. I mean, he a lot of women raw. So he's acceptable to carry some type of STI or STD. Dick too active with too many babies, with a history of raw dogging.
Y'all need to calm down. Is y'all cool? Y'all been dragging me for 3 or 4 days. Y'all been a little bit too mean. Like, now. Y'all been a little bit too mean. I can't change shit. I can't go back in time. You know what I'm saying? I already had a baby. Y'all want me to put my baby back in my pussy? Huh? I don't know. What y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to leave my man and fuck yours? You want me to leave my man and just go and fuck yours? I don't know. What y'all want me to do? We can only go forward now.
Now, it was all good just a week ago. This was January 25th. Cardi says, in the name of the Lord, he says, damn, I love you, and you in my favorite color. Now, according to Live Bites, a couple of weeks ago, Cardi posted done, and a lot of social media users believe that she was done with Stefon back then. She only came to the Super Bowl to do her thing because she told Bad Bunny she would. This social media user says Cardi was already going to be a part of the Super Bowl without Stefon Diggs. Cardi broke up with him the day after the AFC Championship. So that's when it was announced that the Patriots would be in the Super Bowl. And it says if you paid attention to his story, she put done in the biggest fight I had ever seen. And you never seen that man again. He just tried to pretend like he was with her at his press conference.
Is Cardi getting her ring?
It's on the agenda, maybe, right? I gotta get mine first, though.
But like every time she breaks up with him and he's hurt, he brings Pri around, and this time it cost him the Super Bowl.
Hey, Monica, what's up, baby?
What's your problem, nigga? You didn't win.
And Cardi doesn't care, and she's done with him for good because she took the breakup public. She's officially done, and I'm so happy. This news even has 50 Cent trolling. He says, can you imagine waking up this morning and then lost your bitch in the Super Bowl? I would tell everyone, get away from me, have a drink, and go back to sleep. I'm not really sure what Cardi was expecting from this relationship, but I think we could all see from a mile away that this was not going to work.
Then we had Aiden Ross. I need to do a video on him. Yeah, I need to do a video on Aiden Ross. I don't know. I just think he is not. He's always been a leech on black people. He always used black people for views, and then as soon as he used them and got a come up, he's just turned their back on black people. I've seen him from a distance, and I see him from afar. Never really. I always thought that he was a leech. That's what I call him, and that's what he is, and that's what he's gonna be. To me. So here is what he said. I completely biased, not gonna lie, but Bad Bunny had an amazing performance, way better than Kendrick on God. He's basically trying to compare the two, and he's trying to start up an argument. That's basically what he's doing. Yet again, I did saw this too. A lot of people trying to take this opportunity to put the spotlight on them to start up arguments. We're not gonna do this. We're not playing these games with y'all people. Go somewhere. Go somewhere. I like both of the performance. Please do not put another performance up against another one. Let's not do this. And somebody basically said over here, and this is from the Shade Room's teens. It says, we're we comparing two different genres. Let's not be dramatic. Someone said he has to compare the two because he needs engagement. I just say that. Both performances were perfect for the performance and the message they wanted to get across. Thank you. This is not the time and place, Aiden. I mean, people are seeing what you're doing. We're not falling for it, and I'm glad. I'm happy that a lot of people did not fall for this nonsense. So if y'all did not know, the grass at the Bad Bunny's halftime show was made out of real people. I did not know this. Look at this. They were moving, y'all. Oh my God. I just want to bring that out. I thought that was cool. Now, this is from I think, let me see, USDM Socialists. Caught fake hello. So it said, who is that singing like with everything else in Magna World? I can't tell if this is real or satire. I just want to catch my fish, drive my truck and drink my beer. That can't be real. Somebody said, remember when JD Vance said we no longer have to apologize for being white? I've never had to before. Someone said, I never had to before, but I'm so sorry, everyone. So basically, they're picking at this guy, how the way he was singing. There's a lot of memes. We're gonna get into it. They were picking at how the way he was singing. A lot of people think the comments in the chat were fake. They also think that there was bots being used because, honey, ain't nobody was really paying attention to these people. But this is the Turning Point USA. This is their halftime show, Super Bowl. This is theirs. Okay, but let me play this for you guys.
Live chat, then. It's not loading yet.
I just want to catch my fish, drive my truck, drink my beer.
Guys,
not wake up to all this
hello?
stuff.
Yo, is the chat frozen? I don't get it.
Did y'all hear them lyrics? You can't. And so this streamer, he's sitting here saying that is the chat frozen. Honey, I think this is a fake audience. Either way, pathetic almost. So somebody said, Turning Point USA caught by streamer XQC. They supposedly have 5 million views, but the live chat seemed completely fake. So that's why I said this is what people were saying, that they think they faked the views over there. I think they did too. Someone said Trump and Republicans watching Bad Bunny at the halftime show instead of Kick Rock at TPUSA. It was music. Oh my God.
So he goes like, well, maybe Jay-Z will do it, which nothing against Jay-Z. I respect him for his hustle and, his music. But it seems like there's a little bit of a DEI hire there going on, to kind of like, black guys love Jay-Z. And of course, I'm not that ignorant. I know a lot of us love Jay-Z, not just black guys. But in the league where he had this problem, it seemed like, we'll bring him in. And so, Jay-Z's not going to take that position of power and that money. So, then they convened in a not for profit league until, they quietly got rid of that tax exempt status at some point, so Roger did not have to disclose his salary. So he had all sorts of problems. So he brings in Jay-Z. So he goes like, well, maybe Jay-Z will do it, which...
If most people don't understand the lyrics because you're speaking it in what they deem to be a foreign language, that is a legitimate point that the president made. That part. That doesn't mean they had a problem with it. I'm just saying his statement that most people didn't understand anything he was saying. There's millions upon millions of Americans that would have wanted to hear something in English other than Lady Gaga. That is true. And me personally, been nice to see J-Lo out there. Been nice to see Shakira out there. Been nice to see a few people celebrating their Hispanic heritage, no doubt. But it also would have been nice if some of the songs were in English. That's all. The president is speaking on behalf, or was speaking on behalf of tens of millions of Americans who are like, I didn't understand a word he was saying because I don't know Spanish. That is a valid point. If most people don't understand the lyrics.
I like the Super Bowl not to be an international event. I like it when we kind of all come together as Americans, especially when it feels like the NFL is just using it as a marketing ploy to recruit Latin American audience on the heels of Latin America invading this country. 20 million pouring in, and that's what you see. You see all these foreigners speaking a foreign language with foreign flags marching into the camera like a caravan. Too soon. Listen, this was an open borders moment. Everybody knows it. That's what's going on here. And all the reporters, I like the Super Bowl.
I'm sorry, Piers, but to get up there and perform the whole show in Spanish is a middle finger to the rest of America. Who gives a damn that we have 40 million Spanish speakers in the United States? We have 310 million who don't speak a lick of Spanish. This is supposed to be a unifying event for the country, not for the Latinos, not for one small group, but for the country. We don't need a black national anthem. We don't need a Spanish-speaking, non-English performer, and we don't need an ICE or America hater featured as our primetime entertainment.
Okay, what is the national language, officially, the national language of the United States of America?
I mean, English. And there's been a push for many years to make it an official
you don't have one.
Documented thing.
You don't have one.
If you would have let me finish my comment, I would have pointed that out, that people have been pushing to make it official. I'm sorry, Piers, but to get up there...
Okay,
right,
so you're trying to make official...
This attitude that you have right here is why you in Great Britain have lost your culture. You ceded your culture to a bunch of radical Muslims who came in and took over, and now it's gone. We're not allowing that here. Whether it's Hispanic, whether it's Muslim, it's not happening in the United States of America. That's why President Trump was elected. And whether it's Bad Bunny, who is American but refuses to speak English in his performances, or anybody else, we have to keep the Super Bowl, which is a quintessential American event. Football, that kind of football, is ours. They call it American football. And the halftime show and everything around it needs to stay quintessentially American. Not Spanish, not Muslim, not anything other than good old-fashioned American apple pie. There should be a meatloaf, maybe some fried chicken, and an English-speaking performer. That's what the Super Bowl should be.
So they said, y'all here for it? Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show is the most watched of all time with over 135 million viewers. Okay, all right.
Turning Point's All-American halftime show was a complete disaster. Even Trump preferred to watch Bad Bunny instead. Turning Point's peak viewership for their show was around 3.2 million people. While the official numbers are not out yet, it is rumored that Bad Bunny's show received the most in Super Bowl history, over 130 million viewers. Breaking news!
All right, you see, Bad Bunny was breaking records, okay? But honey, this is their show here. So the All American halftime show. This was supposed to be, I don't know, for the white people, I guess. Yeah, honey, girl, you got the Talking Fish News out here. Yes, I do follow him. This is the Talking Fish News. I think that's O or 0. He's on Instagram. Y'all gotta follow him. I like he talks about everything that's going on. Everything. Bad Bunny Spotify streams in the US increased by more than 470%. Yeah, percent following his Super Bowl halftime show. Look at the numbers, y'all. I do listen to his music. I do like it. So yeah, this one I do listen to his music a lot.
Breaking news! The trees in the halftime show were all real people, and they were paid $18.70 and worked 70 hours over the course of 8 days, plus the Super Bowl, for a total of $1,309 each. What do you think of this?
Yeah, a lot of people were saying this, like, how do I become signed to be a tree? Because people found out they got paid. Yeah, they made money. So I was like, I want to be a tree. Shit, I'll go be a tree too for 70 hours. Just standing here and walking around. That is cool. That is cool. I like that. So this person here, his name is Major Lee G. He has Major.Lee G from Instagram. Shout out to him. Says Kendrick Lamar's performance was in English and y'all didn't understand that either. The problem is you. Exactly. A lot of people were like, I don't understand what's going on. It doesn't make any sense. It's a message. It's a message, y'all. Loud and clear. Somebody said, I don't speak a lick of Spanish, but I've got the rhythm and eyes. I got the message loud and clear. I did too. And someone said here, the argument is, I don't understand and I don't want to understand. Pretty much. So we saw y'all people who were like, oh, I didn't like it. There was people who said he didn't like it because they didn't came there for that. They didn't want a message. And the weird part about it was y'all said y'all wanted more singing and dancing. He did more singing and dancing, and y'all still didn't like it. So miss me with that BS. This is one of the things that a lot of people have appreciated. Bad Bunny said colorism will not be tolerated over here. We represent the Afro Latinas too. When he started the performance with that sugarcane field, the entire Caribbean felt that history. So that's in the Caribbean history. Okay, excuse me, y'all. I was wrong. That's what I said. I want to make sure that I read it at the beginning so I can get a good example of it. Because I know if I was explaining, I'll have y'all all mix up. For folks who thought that Bad Bunny didn't mention Haiti too, that's because he said Haiti or to some, I don't know, they pronounce it differently. That is not only the way we pronounce it in Spanish, but that was the Taino name for our entire island, both the Haiti and Dominican side. Taninos are our indigenous people. This was the name before it got renamed Española by the Spaniards when they arrived, and before it was divided into Haiti and Dominican Republican, which is the slide I was born and raised. Excuse me, which is the side I was born and raised. This was my favorite part, playing homage to the reggaeton legend and then going to Pyro Babies. I don't know how to pronounce these words. Some of them are in Spanish, so please do not sit here and be mean in the comment area. The way I was getting into my living room, Cardi was getting it too. We saw you, girl. Sugarcane fields are where indigenous people and trafficked Africans were forced to make Spain profit. It didn't end with slavery. Domino Sugar and American Sugar Company monopolized the economy, taking land from the people and creating devastating poverty. When a hurricane hit, the power went out, and the power is still going out in PR. Bad Bunny could have just danced to good beats, but he told a story that needs to be told, while still centering joy. That is Puerto Rican culture. Salute. Me as a fellow Caribbean person from another colonized island, trying to keep it together during DTMF. So, yet again, talking about the colonization. That's why I wanted to bring that out about Hawaii. I wanted to make sure because I saw that over a week ago. And shout out to all these Instagrammers. I mean, y'all really doing y'all thing. This is R29 Unbothered and R29 Samo. This is from Instagram, and he got all these tweets. And I think all of these are from Instagram, though. That's what it looked like. Yeah, it looked like these are all from Instagram. So yeah, shout out to all the people who they post up here too as well. This is what the difference between the two Super Bowl halftime show has me rolling. Yeah. I just want to cut my grass. Yeah, I told you to make your bees. I just want to cut my grass. Maybe this thing will play the lyric in the music history. Oh my God, they were dragging them. This is crazy. Like, they were so boring, y'all. But you look at Bad Bunny, they did it, bruh. They did it, bruh. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I just can't. Who posts that? That's the NFL memes. IG. That's on the gram, y'all. Okay. This is them showing all the different celebrities up here. So this is where I wanted to talk about the different celebrities. So La Casita is a miniature pink traditional Puerto Rican home that serves as a central, symbolic, and often celebrity-filled stage set for Bad Bunny performances. Originating from his No Me Carl, ooh, y'all see the word residency. It serves as a it's like a house party setting that highlights culture pride and hosts special guests. So that's why you see all the different celebrities here. That's what it has signified. So I like that. So another message. I like that. So this is Tony Weave Jr. He said, why were people complaining about Bad Bunny's halftime show? So let's go ahead and sit here and hear what he has to say. So I'm gonna say something right here. I want to play something, and then I'm going to give my opinion on this. There was a reason why I wanted to share him. So let me play this for you.
Spanish halftime show un-American, but you'll spend $2,000 on tickets for a K-pop band? There's a reason. If you watch anime in Japanese, because it has more emotion. But a Spanish performance has you on the internet causing commotion? It's not patriotism, it's racism. That's why plenty of non-US citizens can headline the Super Bowl and have their work seen as universal, while an American citizen can show up proud of his heritage and it's controversial. You can claim media isn't political, but within your media consumption is a direct commentary on who you feel is allowed to be human. So if a group of people taking center stage feels like an attack on your values, what it really means is that you live in a world where they've never had to be valued. If you can identify with the singer that's half demon but not a man that's Puerto Rican, be honest with yourself about why your humanity is only offered conditionally. If you expect the world to stay in a bubble so you don't have to learn empathy, go get some therapy! If you call
I agree with him to a certain degree. He's making it seem like I feel like he's targeting a group of people, which is K-pop fans. You're gonna kind of see it in the comments, and anime fans. The anime and K-pop wasn't complaining about this. It was who he saw was he was showing Logan Paul. You're sitting here talking about tickets for BTS concerts. Nobody was talking about how, I mean, you have to give me more information on this. No shade. I don't know why people tend to talk about J-pop and K-pop and anime, and like I'm not sure why he brought them into it. I didn't understand why he did that. Um, it seemed like he was directing this to Logan Paul and Jake Paul, but where did the K-pop fans say that? Because I was looking for it to see if they said anything. None of them said anything. I don't know where he got. I don't know where he got this information from. This kind of starts up, and this is why I said this kind of starts up arguments because someone said here, K-pop fans like Bad Bunny. Why are we catching strays? My point exactly. So why did you bring up K-pop? Like you're making it seem like they were the ones that was talking trash. And I don't know why this girl said that because she likes K-pop. Her name is, I know who this is. She likes K-pop. So he's talking about the K-pop fans mostly. I don't know what I mean. Is Logan Paul and Jake Paul? Do they like anime? Do they like K-pop? I'm not quite sure. But this kind of started something. I've been contacted by members of the K-pop community and been informed that their colorism does not apply to Bad Bunny. I hereby recant my statement. So this is what I said. So why did you even make a statement about this? I don't understand. Girl, he's talking about some K-pop fans, not at all. If it doesn't apply to you, then don't worry about it. There was a bunch of it in the video. Might not need to be put. We said there was a bunch of ifs in the video. Might need to put the hearing aid back in, twin. We have some Magna, unfortunately. No, but I'm pretty sure the majority of K-pop fans are not calling Bad Bunny un-American. Yeah, I disagree with that. Oh my God, relax. There are bad eggs in every group. It's why, but I don't understand where are we getting this information from. K-pop fans are delusional. They are crazy. But I did not see anybody. I was looking because when I saw this, I was like, we can't be just making up stuff as we go along. Then he says completely agree. And while both Bad Bunny and a lot of J-pop, K-pop music, I still don't understand why Asia creators get more love than other minority artists. I'm genuinely confused where this distinction comes from. Yet again, your K-pop fans go harder for K-pop and J-pop. That is why. That's why I said what I said earlier, that I had liked the Coco Jones. I enjoyed it. I love her performance as well. But I do notice that when it comes to, and I want to have a quick discussion about it, but I do notice that with Coco Jones, is people really supporting her? Are they pushing her really hard? No. They don't. A lot of her fans are not going to go hard as much as a K-pop fan. It's just not the same thing. But he even said it here in the comment. He said, I've been contacted by members of the K-pop community and been informed that their colorism does not apply to Bad Bunny, I here recant my statement. So he's recanting what he said. So I don't know. It just seemed like people were kind of getting the point, but it's like, we can't do that. We can't just take another group of people and bring them into the mix and be like, oh, like they're like, he's insinuating that they're talking back, because the girl even said it in the comment that that's what they were doing. I just want to bring that out because I saw this video. Like, we need to stay focused because that's what they want us to do. They want us to be fighting with each other. And Bad Bunny had a good message. He's talking about they're all a part of America as well. Same thing what I said about Kendrick Lamar, and that's why I brought it up. So Kendrick Lamar he too had a message in his song, just like Bad Bunny, and that's why I brought that up. Kendrick Lamar 2025 Super Bowl halftime show delivered a powerful symbolic focus on Black American resilience, the systematic inequalities of the American game, and culture defiance. Through imaginary prison yard reference to 40 Acres and a Mule and Samuel Jackson as a menacing Uncle Sam, Lamar criticized financial exploitation, mass incarceration, and the policing of Black artistry. That is true as well. But he also talked about, there's a part where it's showing the different colors of flags. Let me see if I can find it. So did y'all see all these flags and everything like that? Did y'all see how the way in one corner there was some flags, and another corner there was a flag, and remember this guy here, and remember all the different colors, they were all running around. You had some group over here, remember this right here? Did y'all remember? So I kind of talked about this. This is also not just about Black America, but this is also talking about it's also talking about what's going on in the country with different races of people as well, and how everybody is playing the game, everybody is divided. And that's also too what Bad Bunny had talked about as well in his performance too. Is they and that's why Bad Bunny had the sign behind him. Let me see if I can go find that sign. So this is from Thread. It says the only thing more powerful than hate is love. So the reason why I show that young man at the end, and I do notice that a lot of Black people, like young children himself, I save him for last. I do notice that a lot of young Black people, they like K-pop because he likes anime. He likes anime, and you have Black people, young Black people that loves K-pop, but they do talk about a lot of colorism, racism, and stuff like that a lot. Now, with this particular halftime show, that's not what it was about. He was talking mostly about the colonization. He was talking about being an alien. This is what this is what they want. They want us to be arguing with each other. And y'all know the ones who knows, they know. They want us to be fussing and fighting with each other. They want us to be divided. And this is what Kendrick Lamar was talking about as well. That was a message that came out that went over people's head. And Bad Bunny he ends it with saying, was showing that in the back. And also that football. That football had something on it too. I forgot what it says on the football. I want you guys to read this. Together, we are America. So, we got to stop the division. We got to stop that because that's what MAGA is about. They're about division, and they are about always throwing other people under the bus to prove a point. And that's what I kind of got from some of these people. Like, you have some people who were attention seeking at this moment about Bad Bunny's performance. You also had some people that was trying to throw another race underneath the bus. We got to stop doing that as Americans. We're so quick to do that. Just throw people under the bus, be attention seeking when somebody has a message. There was a strong message in this performance. And I said this the same thing too for Kendrick Lamar performance last year. We got to stop playing games and we got to stick together as Americans, okay? So both of them had a strong message and I hope people quite understand that. So that is all, but let me know what you think down below in the comment area. But as for now, I'll see y'all later. Peace.
I know it's
Are you crying? Why are you crying?
Should I go get my heels? And I go, bendito! And then do the
You know I like it like that. It's same.
Yeah?
Yo. I don't even know what he's saying.
I'm the blackest Hispanic bitch from New York you ever fucking meet, nigga.
Hold on.
Hey, hey.
Okay, say kids. Oh, they got say kids. That's crazy. Say kids flag. Let's go. That's my first time ever saying say kids flag. Hey,